All right, so welcome to today's Wellness Wednesday. We have the Instagram live going and we're recording on Zoom as well too. So it will be uploaded onto YouTube. So let's get right into it. The two oils that we're going to talk about today are going to be Bergamot Mint and Birch. Birch is one of doTERRA's newest additions, and it has become one of my all-time favorites. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit from there. But if you haven't gotten your Oil Life book, please, I will link it below. Grab it now. It is such an amazing resource. So we're going to start here with Bergamot Mint. So this is Mentha citata. So this is where when we talk about bergamot or when we talk about bergamot, the actual essential oil, bergamot mint is a completely different species. So this is where when we talk about bergamot is a fruit, right? Similar to our lemons or oranges, it's a citrus fruit. Whereas bergamot mint is an actual like mint plant where because of the fact that it is steam distilled and it is from like the leaves of the plant, this is where it doesn't have the photosensitivity of bergamot essential oil. So there is quite a significant difference in how you can actually use this oil, where it can be topically used without, again, having that photosensitivity. So when we talk about the essential oil itself, it is soft, it's uplifting, it's very calming and refreshing. So that's where you're able to utilize this essential oil for having those calming, soothing properties that we recognize with a bergamot, but you're also able to have that mint, so that refreshing addition to it as well too, which is always nice, right? So that's where you're kind of getting sometimes the best of both worlds in this essential oil. And that's where I don't have the actual oil in front of me because I actually have it plugged into one of my wall diffusers. So that's again where maybe you might be looking to kind of shift away from some of the toxic wall plugins and other ways that you're scenting your home. Some of the doTERRA's wall diffusers, which are plugged into the wall, you basically just open up your essential oil bottle, screw it in, and you're all set. So this is where it's an amazing way to be able to getting a beautiful aroma in your home and having that toxin-free aroma, especially. So when we talk about that, that's kind of where I mentioned that it is like a flower or an herb. So when we look at like how mint is, where it grows like a weed, similar to that, that's kind of where bergamot mint comes in as well too. So when we talk about some of the therapeutic properties for it, we're talking about the calming and uplifting. So if you are in stressful situations or you're looking to kind of calm that chaos, this is a great one to be using. Then it's also a good one to be supporting relaxation, cooling, soothing. So that's where mints are generally cooling and soothing. So whether you're applying it across your stomach, whether you're making it into like a spray for the summer, this is a great one to be using that way. And this is also one where, because it doesn't have that photosensitivity, adding it into your skincare routine is a great way. So just for its refreshing properties, right? Especially as like the heat starts coming if you're in India, this is a great one to just kind of have in the home, either diffusing or just using it as like a spray or like a mist for your body as well too. Then now moving on to birch essential oil. So I guess, so for example, if you don't have bergamot mint, one of the best things about having like the Oil Life book is that it has substitutions, right? So you can substitute with clary sage, island mint, lavender, petite grain, spearmint, or super mint. So there's so many different options for you to basically be using this for. And this is also a great one when we talk about emotional balance. Say, for example, you're feeling like listless or lethargic. This is a great one to be kind of give you that little perk. This is a really nice one. So moving on to birch. So birch is a wood. So when we look at our coniferous trees, this is where it is sourced in Canada. The main chemical constituent in it is methyl salicylate. So that's where when you open up a bottle of birch essential oil, you will see that it does have the safety cap, similar to the deep blues, right? So this one is a 5 ml bottle that doTERRA sources. And opening it up, it has that safety cap, so you have to push down and then turn. Gives you just an extra second thought to say, okay, what do I need to be mindful about the safety of this essential oil? But just breathing it in, that methyl salicylate is one of the first things that you're going to be smelling. So that methyl is like the mintiness almost in it. That's like that refreshing aroma. And doTERRA has been sourcing birch sustainably. It's now probably been maybe 2 years since it's launched. And I would say if you're in India and you want to try either a sample of this or get a hold of this, comment below or message me in the comments, because this is a great one where we talk about Indians are very familiar with doTERRA, which is like your winter greens. This is very familiar and very along the same family of doTERRA and the winter greens. However, it is slightly different, where this is a great one for soothing discomfort, aches, joints, supporting those muscles. That's where it is very similar to wintergreen. So for example, if you don't have birch, wintergreen is a great substitute for it, or doTERRA's deep blue rub is a great one. So a couple other ones when we talk about what it can be used for. This is one where, for example, for myself, when it comes to like nerve pain, this is a great one to be using. This is one where they say that for broken bones as well too. So for example, we had my dad who had broken his hip. This is one of the essential oils that I put into a blend that we would topically apply across the hip, across the skeletal area, because when that happens, depending on your age, depending on where you are, you always have an option of whether you want to do surgery or not. So at this point, we had opted out to just basically do bed rest and to basically monitor and allow the body to heal itself. So this is where using essential oils in addition to that, so in conjunction with whatever else you might be using, this is an amazing option. And if you haven't looked into it, definitely reach out to me. I do one-on-one consultations as well for it. So this is a great one where when we're talking about inflammation in the body or muscle pain, spasms, cramps, these are all really amazing ways to be using this one. When we're talking about the emotional side of this, so one of the emotions that comes up, like the negative side of an emotion, is cowardly. So if you're feeling cowardly or if you're feeling kind of withdrawn, this is a great one to kind of bring out that resolute and to be able to have that energy booster and just that natural support to be able to bring yourself out of that. So it's a great one for inner strength, resilience, and I would definitely highly recommend trying this oil out because it is a must-have. And again, if you're not using that, some of the substitutions that you could do would be like wintergreen, deep blue, aroma touch. Those are all great options to be having as well too. So coming into some of the testimonials, if anyone is online and has experienced any of these oils or any of doTERRA's essential oils, feel free to just comment and I can read out your testimonial. Or if you wanted to join on the live, you're more than welcome to join and share any of your feedback that you've had or experiences that you've had with these oils. So one of the things that I'm going to read out a couple of the ones. So for bergamot mint, Rena had mentioned, I love using bergamot mint in my diffuser before bed. It has such a soothing scent that instantly calms my nerves after a long day. It has become a staple in my every evening routine. Then Marks mentions, I mix bergamot mint with fractionated coconut oil and apply it after my workout. It has a cooling effect that helps my muscles relax. Plus, the aroma is so refreshing. Then for some of the testimonials that we've had for Birch. So Jessica says, Birch has been a game changer for my sore muscles. I rub a few drops with lotion on my legs after long hikes, and it brings so much relief. The scent is invigorating too. Amit says, I use Birch in my diffuser while working, and it helps keep me focused and refreshed. It has this crisp, uplifting aroma that clears my mind and helps me stay productive. So those are amazing testimonials and just definitely different ways that you can use these essential oils, right? So when we talk about utilizing any of these oils, There's aromatically, so breathing it in. There's topically, always diluting, whether you're using any carrier oil that's suitable for your skin. I'll link another video as to one that I've done on carrier oils specifically, but basically being able to utilize these oils in the best way that's going to support you. That's what you want to do for these oils. Now coming on to, if anyone has any testimonials, again, feel free to add those in. Otherwise, we'll kind of move along towards the business side. So I want to talk a little bit about how doTERRA is empowering entrepreneurs here. So one of the biggest aspects, one of the most powerful aspects for doTERRA is their business model. So that's where it has financial flexibility as well as personal growth for any of their wellness advocates. And that's where, in addition to that, they're also offering so many more other advantageous benefits, even if you're not interested in the business side. So if you're located in North America, doTERRA has their Refer a Friend program, where you earn 20% doTERRA dollars back for every person that you share your link with. So if you wanted to become an affiliate with doTERRA, again, reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to partner with you to show you how you can do that, where there's no minimum purchases required on a monthly basis. You're able to share that link out, and then you're also able to earn doTERRA dollars back that can be used at any time towards doTERRA's products. And that's where, when we talk about the products that are available in North America, they have laundry detergents, they have dishwasher tablets, they have cleaning supplies, they've got dish soap. There's so many different alternatives and so many options that you can utilize, that it's not just about essential oils. It's about toxin-free living, lifestyle products that you can use, which are such game changers. And I would have to say that one of my most absolute favorite things is doTERRA's supplement system, where they're shifting away from the pills, right? So they used to have lifelong vitality, the LLV, which I love the benefits of it. However, I am not someone that likes taking pills throughout the day or at all. So this is one where it's like a packet, where it's like a green supplement, where that contains everything that you need. The bioavailability is phenomenal. I would have to say, since I have switched over from any other brand, I've never seen my urine bright yellow, or I've never seen it discarding the vitamins and the minerals that the body should be absorbing. So I know that my body is basically reaching out and grabbing onto every nutrient that's being put out through these vitamins, minerals, and greens. So it's definitely a great option. So if you're looking to do that, and that's where it is a very simple 2-minute routine that you're having, where you're basically mixing that into your drink. I mix that in with my collagen, and then I make like another drink with my electrolytes and stuff. So that's where there's so many different options and so many easy options that you can then be able to take into your home and then share that out with others. So if you're interested in the Refer a Friend program, reach out to me. That is right now only available in North America. But if you're interested in something along those lines and you want to become an affiliate with doTERRA or become an affiliate and partner with me, reach out, comment in the description below, and I would be more than happy to get you started to help you understand how you can make this a business, or however many hours you're wanting to invest into it, right? Because sometimes things might not be full-time, right? You might have a couple hours here, a couple hours there. Be able to identify how much time and how much time you want to be investing into it. And then I can help you identify what the benefits are going to be with that amount of time invested and what you can do to grow, because that's where you want to be able to make sure that it's something that's sustainable for you and that you're able to love what you do as well with it. So that's where, if this is something that you've thought about, or maybe even that you haven't thought about, when we talk about multiple income streams, this is where I always recommend not just having one income stream, right? There is Warren Buffett, right? How many times has he said there's so many multiple income streams, right? To become a millionaire, to become able to give back to the community, to the world, right? Why not maximize the income that's being generated for you and be able to optimize the income streams. doTERRA is just one of the ways that you can do that. And I highly recommend learning how to do that, right? Learning how to do that or something else that you can bring in more income for yourself, for your family, for your community, right? Because it's not all about how much you can have. It's also how much can you give back with what you earn. So that's a big part of it as well too. So a couple other things about doTERRA is the community support. So when you join with me or anyone on my team or whoever may have invited you out to this video, you are receiving their support and the support of that community as well too. So it is an ongoing thing. You're not just going to be left with your oils. You're going to be having a lot of different options, a lot of different support aspects. So I would definitely recommend finding a team that's the right fit for you to make sure that you're meeting your growth and your requirements for what you're looking for in this world. So the next thing with doTERRA is, again, it's flexible and family friendly. So for those of you that know me, I am a mom of 4 kids. We are now homeschooling them. So this is one where, apologies, I forgot to put my phone in focus mode. This is one where it is a great one that you can kind of incorporate, again, finding what works for you, what times work for you, and being able to kind of optimize according to that. So I highly recommend considering this and just think about this, as well as reach out to me, do a one-on-one discovery call to see how you can take this forward. And I would be more than happy to guide you along that journey. So I hope that you've learned something a little bit about the essential oils. You've heard some of the feedback and the testimonials, and maybe you've become a little bit more inquisitive about what the business could be like. So thank you for joining us today. Take care. Bye.